Hey there folks, it's game number 2 between Serral and Liquid Taeja. It is a TVZ on Frost, part of the ASUS qualifier round. From a few weeks back there I think, fairly recently. But, do love getting some of these top pro games. Taeja put on a bit of a clinic in game number 1. Very straightforward play from him. And the thing about Taeja is he doesn't do too much crazy stuff. He just does really good, solid builds, has good economy, and just, if you let him just play out his roadmap to victory, very, very difficult to break him from doing that. Kind of surprised we didn't see a CC first. We might see a CC on the high ground. Well, CC first. Well, it still might be a CC first on the high ground here from Taeja. It's a big map. I know he loves his economy, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him do that. Same thing with Serral here. Second Overlord, it'll be a while before he gets over there and sees what's going on. And as I was saying at the end of that other game, I think I'm counting on the Zerg player here to step up and do something a little out of the box to throw Taeja out of his comfort zone, because he's just, he's going to move up to that second base. He's either going to time, 3 early racks and go for pressure and try to kill creep in the third base, or another command center and then move out from there. It's just, it is going to be the CC first. It's just one of those things that unless you're better than Taeja, there's not many people who can say that. It's hard to beat Taeja at his game, I would think. So we'll see what Serral can do. It's a bigger map, a little bit more opportunity to maybe get up and do something greedy with his opening there, if he thinks Taeja is going to be greedy as well. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve, and I'm counting on something to make the series go a bit longer. Barak's is going to go down now, finish his wall off here. And then he's going to go out for an SEV scout and see what's happening. He came down here with his first SEV because that's about the timing when the Overlord would be there, and he would spot it almost exactly. I love that some of these pro players have these timings down on when the scouts are going to be there from the Overlord so well. Not only do I not have a really strong idea of when that'd be, that there's a 3-minute Overlord timing on the corners of your base, but that also I also know that the Zerg players that I play against, in the amateur side of things, don't sometimes send the Overlords in the right direction. Sometimes they don't send them at all, so it doesn't make it as simple. Gas was finished before pool, so we'll be able to get speed out real nice and early here. You can see just dallying a bit with that one mineral patch. What he's trying to do is just make it so that the workers that are mining there have to go somewhere else. Just a little technique you can do sometimes to just cost them a couple of minerals here and there. I don't ever generally do that because it never matters enough to really try. Overlord is going to get into the base. The Terran player, looks like the Zerg player spotted him and won't get out of there before the Terran player could shoot it down. Factory getting finished up. Likely just going to have a couple, there's actually 4 lings on the way here. The wall off is no longer tight, and there's only 2 Marines. 2 Marines well controlled can do a pretty good job, but we'll see how well Taeja can control this here. The lings could potentially commit, might be able to get something done. If not, these lings are essentially going to be useless for a while and probably, I was going to say, picked off when the Hellions come out. We'll see if Taeja goes up to any more barracks, any other tech. He's going to throw down that starport. The Banshee Hellion play, so effective. Just is able to snipe queens so much faster, take out so much production. Sometimes it's just a winning strategy if a Zerg player screws up. Marine patrolling, just to be able to make sure a scout's not coming in. I'm fairly certain that the Zerg player knows what's coming at him, though. He's actually getting speed for his Overlords really fast, which is good. It really will help him out with scouting. Maybe there's something a little more devious with that. He's still just on 2 bases. So I wonder, well, his Overlord's going in the wrong direction. I thought maybe he'd be going for like an Overlord drop and just drop into the main base. But his Overlords would not be, look how fast those buggers go now. Wouldn't be going that direction if that was the case. I don't think, maybe. That might be the case. You do need layer to be able to do that, though. Well, there's a drone up here, so I think he does want to expand here fairly soon. He's just waiting for his creep to get into position first. Oh, he's going to get it, too. Lucky bugger. There's actually Cloak for the Banshee this time. Cloak was started up nice and early, so it should be pretty close to done by the time that Banshee gets over to the other side of the map. There is a Spore Crawler going down. He just obviously knows quite well what's coming for him. Would like to see the Viking come out there from Taeja. Serral's just been happy to leave his overlords over the map, though it is pretty difficult, in the grand scheme of things, to be able to have a Viking chase down and shoot down overlords with speed. Don't think Taeja's going to be able to break this. He is making another Banshee, though. You've got the Cloak, you might as well use it. And this is really smart and safe from Serral here. He's got Spore Crawl at every base. It's going to keep him from losing anything needlessly. I like when pros do that. You sometimes see them want to cut corners and not get up some of these defenses just so they can have, you know, a couple extra drones mining. And I get that sometimes that can really make a big difference in your overall economy. But if you lose, like, 6 or 7 drones to a Banshee or something like that, you feel pretty sad about things. Tries to target down the Queen with the more energy. Actually gets 2 of the Queens here. And he'll probably might... Oh, nice snipe by that one Queen. Oh, bad control from Taeja. I think he was trying to juke. Sometimes what you can do as a Terran player is you move your Viking, your Hellions over to one side, and then you wait for the move command of the Zerglings to go to the other side, then you move the other direction, you try to bounce back and forth. But on that one, just really great control from Serral. Takes out all those Hellions. Does remember to poop creep this time. Last time he did not. Double upgrades are happening. Baneling Nest is just finishing up. So it looks like we're going to have a fairly similar setup to our last game. And this Overlord's right in the middle of the base. And seeing everything. It's funny when you get away with that as a Zerg player. It's like, how about I just look at everything you're doing right now? Are you okay with that? Widowmine's out this time, actually, not Hellbats. It's a bit more of a wide open map. Might want splash damage. It's going to be having a little bit more impact against those really high Baneling numbers we saw last time. Overlord was killed. In a minute or two, the creep will have it disbanded. Spire, not quite halfway done. Getting the other gases up at this base. Economy-wise, pretty tight. Zerg doesn't have that much of a lead. Terran's going to have this other base go down here pretty fast. Whoa, Zerglings getting a little adventurous there. There's no army down here, so I might lose a couple of workers in the meantime. Actually, he doesn't. Great control of Taeja. Actually keeps them all alive. He hasn't lost any workers this game. It's like a little medevac harass here at the front. Just doing what he can. Still has a Banshee alive here. 14 kills on that Banshee. That's decent. That's the term I would use for it. But it'll likely just die off here pretty quick. Great control, actually. Still has that alive. Overseer's trying to morph. Ooh, that Widowmine did not hit what he wanted it to. And actually, Serral's just going to GG right there. Wow. Well, he's down huge in supply again. You just don't, it just creeps up on you. Like, oh yeah, he's just doing a little bit of harass. Oh, you won the game. Such as Taeja and such as people that try to just go toe-to-toe with standard games. Game number 2, Taeja. Game number 3, coming right at you.